Just remember what you're worth, and let's hope Udell remembers how priceless you are. I don't deserve your support, Nichelle. Well, you've got my support, Zeke, and you'll have to deal with it. What if I mess up again? You're human, aren't you? Just don't cheat on me again. Most of all, be honest, and we'll make this relationship work. My gut feeling has never been wrong. Not even one. Not even one what? Never mind, Lorenzo. Never mind. It still boggles my mind that I've got to wait on Podshow's timeline for me to progress in my career. I've been in the company longer. But he's the boss, Quinlan. If the board didn't think Podshow could help the company succeed, then they wouldn't have voted him in. I get where you're coming from, but you just gotta be patient and show Podshow that you deserve your own TV program. Did anything else crazy happen at work lately? Unfortunately, I'm not sure if you can work well knowing that I'm preparing to make your life a living nightmare. Ben, I've gotta call you back. Forgot to get something? What you got my phone for? Why do you wanna lose Nichelle when you just got her back? Before we begin this conversation, is this about Isabel? Depends. Are you still pursuing the same woman who got rid of your child? I'm keeping my distance from Isabel for her sake, Mom, not yours. Now what do you need to speak with me about? I need you to let Vivian go. I'm really glad that you stopped by, Wanda. I promised that I would stop by and visit, didn't I? Since I wanted to stop by after I finished with work, I wanted to ask you something. What is it? Every year, Udell and I have set up a Juneteenth festival to help spread awareness for missing Black people. This year, we'll be hosting it on the beachfront at Theodosius' palace. I would like you to come, Owen. Yvette, I thought you would feel a bit happier today since you're going to be done with school this week. On top of that, you get to use your phone and computer regularly again since you're off punishment now. How can I be happy when Mom is oblivious to the fact that her friendship with Owen Grant will land me in prison? Give me back my phone, Quinn. Do you honestly have no shame that you're looking for pleasure from a computer? There you go, getting into someone else's business. Did you forget that being nosy is what almost made you lose your life? And did you forget that you almost lost Nichelle forever because you couldn't keep your hands in your pants? Now you might lose her because you can't seem to leave your pants alone. What matters is that I won't go out cheating on her. Maybe you won't. But what you watch doesn't encourage you to remain faithful. Either way, do you think Nichelle would be okay with any of this? Why do you want me to fire Vivian? She's one of the best interns I've ever had. In fact, I think she is the best. And she also has an ambitious spirit, Isidore, which is why I hired her in the first place, Mom. Are you not concerned that her ambition could be a threat to this family? I really do appreciate the invite, Wanda, but this is an event you set up with Udell. Since this is an important event, I don't want to cause any issues. I doubt that Udell would try to bring anything up with you there, not on a day where we're celebrating the freedom of the last remaining slaves in this country, certainly not when we're hosting this event to raise awareness for missing people. Do you think he'll be able to control himself? When people go red, they forget where they are. Owen, please don't let your concerns keep you from coming to such an important event. Your mother and I agreed to do everything we could to keep you from going to prison, Yvette. D.A. Russo isn't pursuing charges against you, remember? I remember, Dad. You've already shown to us that you're remorseful for what you've done. On top of that, you've learned how important it is not to lie to your parents or to the police. But I still lied. And the closer Mom gets to Owen Grant, the more likely she'll let it slip that I lied about Max. Now you're just doing too much. I only watch it when I'm bored. Boys your age usually play video games when they're bored. Boys your age watch that junk just to get a fix. I don't gotta listen to this. Yes, you do need to listen to this, Seek. Don't you know how watching these videos can affect you mentally and physically? The more you watch this stuff, the more likely you'll lose interest in the show. And she's a smart girl. She'll know when she doesn't even feel wanted or attractive. Pastor Quinn, I don't remember being part of your church. I think we can both agree that Nichelle is probably the best thing that ever happened to you. It would be a shame if you lose her for good. Mom, do you have any proof that Vivian is a threat? I don't, but I'm not crazy, Isidore. Of course I know that you're not crazy, but I can't just fire Vivian without any actual evidence. Because if I do that, then she will file a lawsuit against Russo Jewelers and actually become a threat. Okay, then pay her what you think she would seek after. I'm not firing her. Besides, I've been in the business long enough to know a snake when I see one. That's exactly what your father said. You see? Seems like I learned from the best. Let me worry about it, especially when it seems like I have nothing to worry about. My intuition is much clearer than you think, Isidore. Alright, I'll come. You see, it wasn't that hard. Will Yvette also be there? It's pretty much a family event, so she'll be there. But Yvette doesn't even seem to like me either. Just give her time, Owen. Soon enough, she'll be fond of you just like I am. I'm just surprised that there's any hostility to begin with, especially after I tried to ensure that she received justice for what Max Russo did to her. Your mother would never let that happen. I know she wouldn't do it intentionally, Dad. But if she accidentally lets it slip to Owen Grant that I lied, then I doubt he'd be so nice. I feel like he'd feel betrayed and used. Don't put your mind in a dark place, Yvette. It won't do you any good. Are you saying that because you find yourself thinking the worst about Owen Grant? Because I know you don't like the guy. Then you can stop tripping, cause I ain't gonna lose Nichelle this time. And when she finds out what you do on your free time, what I do on my free time ain't something she needs to worry about. Or maybe you don't want her to know because you're worried about how she might react. You might want to reconsider how you spend your free time, if that's the case. Mom, I base my decisions on evidence, not feelings. You know that. I'm warning you, Isidore. If you don't do anything about that girl and get her out of the company, then it will hurt our empire. Whatever happens is something that you'll have to bear. I know. I didn't just hear you make that sort of suggestion, Clarice. Yvette is just worried that the family might be torn apart after the previous issue I had with Udell. I don't want to be responsible for breaking your home. You won't break up my home, Owen. The closer you and I become, Yvette will respect you once again. Just wait and see. You're such a good judge of character, Wanda. I would hope that Yvette would take after her smart, caring mother. I'm not worried about Owen. Maybe you should. Dad, you told Mom that you never stopped loving Elvira Russo. Owen Grant might try to use that against you. And I love your mother. Yvette, I never stopped loving Elvira, but she's not the one I married. I truly do hope that you never have to experience the sort of loss your mother and I experienced when we lost Elvira, but she's my past. Your mother is my present and my future. Mom pretty much told me that she would do whatever it takes to stay married to you because the two of us love each other, which is something that no one can ever take away from us. Fine, but just try to let Mom know how much you love her. I'm worried that Owen will try to sweep Mom off of her feet and You can't let that happen, Dad.